Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New York Jets. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Right there. Middle. Double dog. That's the way.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yeah.
22 jet bomber.
Here's Justin Jackson, second-year man out of Northwestern. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch the slant. I got him, man. He's mine. Mike's 5'4".
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Darnold. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Adam Gase turns to the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Ficken's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Topper!
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. To the air, Allen. It's caught. Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check 99. Check
56, 56.
Hey, switch.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 16 yards, a 1st down. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that. But they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns.
54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, wahoo!
You ain't doing it. Go.
On 1st down, Allen trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Check. Switch.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And now it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again is Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd and 2, Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
So after the INT, it's Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Allen now looks to throw, and this is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Too little, Captain. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Hey, zoom.
54. Check down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You bet. 6-6. Pull it high.
Check three. Check three.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Then he finds Beasley complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Crunch team spill.
Check 26. Check 26.
Half.
To throw, it's Allen. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's another Bills first down.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Come get some. Here, one. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
Slam.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
Check!
Pass 85, pass 85. Alert, alert, alert.
On 2nd and a couple. Allen, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Ed Oliver in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's where Crowder makes his hay in the slot. Jets hoping to see more of that going forward. He signed with him in March after the last 4 seasons being in Washington. Had 3 pretty good years and sort of tailed off last season due in large part to an ankle injury. Darnold now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
54. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Watch this.
Half.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Allen to throw again. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Check. Sponge. No. Rush in.
Middle.
Jim.
Blue draw Corkers.
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Allen. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jerry Hughes, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
X3, 2X3, chop.
First down, Jets.
Lady.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
First down, New York.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
Bristol travel. Middle. Smooth.
Allen now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Motion, motion, motion.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Now it's Yeldon. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Allen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They'll run with Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
11 yards there, first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. On the run, it's Yeldon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
At the 16-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Coming to you.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming after you.
Now Allen. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. And now they'll throw with Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Again, it's Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And he gets this one down to the 24. It's a big run that time by Bell. 61 yards that time on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
He's got Herndon, his tight end. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
A first down throw, Darnold. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Darnold. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll give this to Bell running right. Still going. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Darnold from the gun. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Hey, high 7.
Watch the pass. 57's Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd and 10, Allen, Jones has it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Go, go, go. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Let's go, defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hey, orbit.
57's to Mike. 57's to Mike. All you get.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Hauschka adds the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Here we go.
New York.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
57 to Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
57 to Mike. Mike 57.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go with a big back, Yeldon, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll go again with Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jets, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.